Hello everybody, you can actually see on the crane, Dominique, I think it's actually very slightly moving towards London, inching towards London, and this is quite exciting to be so close to what's actually going on. Most of the banging and drilling is going on this pier here straight ahead of me, which is east of the canal. Don't know what they're doing, but this gives you an example of how the whole thing works. There's a footing of Dominique. You can see that it's called Dominique. There's the sign. There's a footing of Dominique on this pier. Goodness knows what weight that is supporting. As you can probably see, Dominique is actually sort of two long girders linked next to each other, so it's not exactly hollow, but it's a sort of serious horizontal crane, as I'd call it. Now there are lots of flies around for some reason. Anyway, it looks like it's about to hoist a little bit of the trackway up, because the crane has got one underneath it. I don't know if that's about to happen, or maybe they're waiting for me to go, or I don't know what really. But it's very interesting. And they don't know who I am. Some of them have seen some HS2 videos. I expect they might watch them. I rather doubt it. But anyway, these gates are obviously shut. You can't get through, because to wander underneath Dominique would be dangerous. And reinforce that, the traffic lights are red, and the chap sitting at the little table here has probably gone for a cup of tea. I don't blame him either. Now, there's a sign that says Italian Service, patrol and protect these premises. Now it's not Italian, it's Italian. CCTV. Images are being monitored and may be recorded for the purposes of crime prevention and safety. That's fine by me. And look, this is new. There's some lighting has just gone on along the length of Dominique. There's a chap up there in his orange jumpsuit, wandering along with a lump of metal. Peter the Rock gives you all the latest engineering information. Uses words like lump of metal. Now, maybe you can see on the video the flies, which are sort of rather like the Scottish flies you get in the summer. Not quite sure what they're doing here, but they seem to be gathering around me, and the chug 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 carries on, although nothing seems to be actually moving. But if we give it a couple of minutes, we might see something being raised into the sky. I mean, the great thing here is Archimedes said, "Give me a lever and a place to put it, and I can move the earth," which is all to do with simple mechanics, really. And I imagine that they've worked it all out, and they don't think the whole thing is going to collapse, which would be a disaster. But this is very exciting from my point of view, to be so close to the major engineering crane on this part of the trackway, which travels for about a mile and a half or something, curves round. You can't see the curve. We're so close to it, you can't see the curve. It travels around across the Colne Valley. There's something digital at the top there, perhaps it's a control box. Um, so they've all gone a bit quiet. Maybe they're a bit shy. Maybe they don't like being filmed. I mean, who would? I used to work on building sites in the summer when I was a student. Nobody actually used to film me then. Well, the cameras would be enormous, and what I did wasn't exactly of the scale of HS2. I built a custom shed in Dover Docks, and well, I didn't build it myself. I helped with it, and I helped build a primary school between Folkestone and Sandgate. I was helping the chap with his digger dig out the drains. So that's some of my building experience, but it was a lot of fun, and you get very fit and you get very sunburnt and you get, you enjoy it. So there are lots of bits of the trackway sort of extending out and bits of the crane extending out, so they're counterbalanced by the bits that are the other side of the fulcrums, or fulcra perhaps. I don't know. Do engineers speak Latin? Who knows? Now it's still chugging away there, and there are a lot of people up top, and I don't quite know where it's chugging or what it's going to move. We're 6 minutes into this video, and I don't want to bore you, so I think I might terminate it there. I do appreciate you watching. It's Peter the Rock. It's Tuesday, the 19th of March. I've got 10 playlists on my YouTube channel. One is Railway, one is HS2, one is Granion Canal. This will probably appear on all three of them. And as I said in the previous video, there are 37 HS2 associated videos. So those who want to see what it was like in April last year should be able to find that video fairly easily. The piers have been up since about that time. So it's taken nearly a year to get this far, which is from north of Morehall Road to the canal, which I don't know what that is, 3/4 of a mile or something. So they're doing it carefully. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. It's Peter the Rock. It is one final look along Dominique. Magnificent flat crane girder bridge. Marvellous piece of engineering in its own right. And how they got it up there, I suppose they needed another crane to lift the crane. I just don't know. And it's fantastic. Whether you like or loathe the concept of HS2, you have to admire the engineering, which has had to straddle several lakes, the Granion Canal, and goodness knows what else. Lots of boggy land, I think. Thanks a lot for watching. It's Peter the Rock. It's Tuesday the 19th of March. Like and subscribe. Cheers.